Hey everyone, welcome back to Myth Talk. Today's Myth Talk will be on ghouls. It is episode 12. We are returning to Myth Talk today, so let's get started. A ghoul is a monster or evil spirit in Arabic mythology associated with graveyards and consuming human flesh. The term was first used in English literature in 1786 in William Beckford's Orientalis novel Valak, which describes the ghoul of Arabic folklore. In modern fiction, the term has often been used for a certain kind of undead monster. By extension, the word ghoul is also used as a derogatory sense to refer a person to whom delights in the macabre or whose profession is linked directly to death, such as a gravedigger or a grave robber. It is not until Antoine Gaut and translation Arabic Nights into French that the Western idea of ghoul was introduced. The name ghoul comes from a class of the underworld demons from Sumeria and Akkadian mythology. The ghoul itself is a popular legend that is demonic, being believed to inhabit burial grounds and often deserted places. In ancient Arabic folklore, ghouls belonged to a diabolic class of jinn, spirits, and were said to be the offspring of Iblis, the prince of darkness in Islam. They were capable of constantly changing form, but their presence was always recognizable, but their unaltered sign is hooves. Considered female by the ancients, the ghoul was often confused with the Scylla, also female. The Scylla, however, was a witch-like species of jinn, immortal in shape. A ghoul stalked the desert, often in the guise of an attractive woman, trying to distract travelers, and when successful, killed and ate them. The sole defense that one had against a ghoul was to strike it dead in one blow. The second blow would only bring it back to life again. Most Arabs use ghouls to design a human or demonic cannibal, and frankly employ the word to frighten disobedient children. The ghoul itself is neither man nor woman, neither brute nor human. They are thought to assume diseases, to ride on dogs and hares, and to set fires at night to lure travelers away from the main roads. So how do ghouls work? You know better than to wander the cemetery at night, yet here you are strolling a landscape of weathered granite and dying flowers. The light of the waning crescent moon conjures up strange shadows, twisted obelisks, and statues in gruesome forms. But some lunar trick, they seem to creep along beside you, herding you towards some central point in the necropolis. You find yourself at the foot of a defiled tomb. Some ghouls define some souls define ghouls as evil spirits rather than undead creatures. Most accounts give them physical bodies. They're genetically slumped by humanoids, although they often scramble and crawl on all fours due to their stealthy nature and tendency to occupy cramped tunnels and tombs. Their bodies may appear dog-like, but particularly gluttonous or powerful ghouls may grow quite fat or diet or indency delicacies. Their skin may be gray or pale, and flesh itself may appear hairless, rubbery, or even scaly. Through many Middle Eastern tales depict them as hairy or ogres, abstract facial features seem to differ as well from nearly human. But to be sure, both male and female ghouls exist and may even inhabit carnal desires, but their sexual encounters seem to rarely result in offspring. Brian McNaughton writes that such progeny are typically formless things, and generally consumed immediately by their mothers. While the author's book of short tales, The Throne of Bones, deals in part with the birth of a rare ghoul-human hybrid, the creature barely survives this wrath in its fellow ghouls. Okay, so with that said, that's the end of this Myth Talk episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next week for another episode of Myth Talk, where I will be talking about Medusa. So have a great day. Peace. Thank you guys for watching.